Oh, hey, man, it's good to see you guys. I have to apologize for our crappy audio. I did bring a microphone. Problem is, I can't hook it up to my computer. We're working through technology, right? We're all having technology issues. So listen, here's why I'm posting this video. I have put together a quiz you're going to take. It's not really a quiz. Everybody's going to get 100 on it if you do it on time. I'm not happy with how class is going, and there are a couple things that I have not done a good job communicating. Some of you guys get it, and you're doing great, and I appreciate that you guys are thoughtfully listening and understanding, and you're doing fantastic. Absolutely appreciate that. But we have a lot of students who I don't want to give up on that aren't doing very well. They're struggling, and I think it's because I haven't communicated to them the expectation. I haven't done a good job telling you what you need to do to stay on track. Because here's the deal. In high school, what you do counts. In 3 years, people are going to be looking at what you're doing right now, and they're going to be judging you. They're going to be determining whether or not they're going to give you any money for a college scholarship or not. If you want to go to an elite school, they're going to look at what you're doing right now. It counts. And when we come back to class, if you come in carrying an A, you have a really good chance of keeping that A. If when we come back to class in person, you're carrying an F from what you did not do and did not learn now, I would be willing to bet a lot of money. I'm not a gambling man, but if I was, I would be willing to bet a lot of money you're going to keep that A. You will not be able to fix it. Here's why. What you're learning now counts. You are going to be expected to retain and remember these things throughout high school. We're not going to go back. We're going to have to speed up when you guys come back to class. So you have to have a rock-solid foundation and understanding of these things, okay? So I want you to take that quiz. I want you to read through everything. I'm just outlining all of the stuff that you really need to do on your end for me to be able to help you. It's a lot. I understand that. It might seem like it's unfair, but that's just the way it is. I cannot learn for you. This is a different level, so you've got to pick it up. I'm here to help you learn how to pick it up, right? And that's why I'm sending you that quiz to inform you of everything. Couple issues I want to discuss ahead of time, though, right? I think that this is worthy of saying. Everybody has to attend, every student has to attend every meeting. You are not allowed to be absent. If you're absent, you will not receive credit for the assignment that is due during that class. Okay? That's non-negotiable. Everybody has to be in every single class. Just like you have to go to school if we were having school in person, and at school you have to go to class. Period. The expectation right now during distance learning is absolutely no different. Now, if you're in a situation where your schedule does not allow you to be in school on time, then we have things for you. But it's not this class, okay? If you're having technology issues that are going to prevent you from attending on time or doing the things that I'm going to describe next, which is having your camera on and your microphone working, you need to let somebody know so that we can maybe find a solution for you. But if those things, if you don't have internet access that's reliable, if you're not having the ability to communicate and participate with the online setting like we have set up, we have other options for you. But if you want to be successful in this class, we have to do things a certain way. And communication is absolutely key. We communicate through changing the inflection of our voice, the tone, the cadence, the volume, all of that stuff, and then facial expressions. Those two things combine to at least provide as much information as the words that are being spoken. So because of that, I need to understand you, and you need to have your camera on, you got to have your microphone on. So when you're in the meeting, your camera has to be on. If your camera's not on, you're not there. Period. When I ask you a question, you're going to answer with your microphone. If you ask me a question, you're going to use your microphone. We are not going to use the chat window except for if I'm asking you to answer yes or no questions, and that is it. And by camera on, I don't want to see the top of your head only. I want to see your wonderful, beautiful face. So that means you got to be up, you got to be ready, and your camera's going to be on. That way I can see you, I can understand who you are, I can understand where you're coming from so I can help you. Otherwise, I can't help you. If your camera's not on and you're just typing, I have no idea what's really going on inside your head. And if I don't understand what's going on inside your head, I can't help you. You see? Okay. Reason I'm doing all of this, and some of you aren't going to like it at first. The reason I'm doing all of this is because you need it. You need it. A lot of you will not really try until you're experiencing, or at least fearful of the threat of failure. And so I need to do a better job calling you up short, pointing things out that aren't working right. And you're not responding, most of you aren't responding to just simple requests or expectations being stated. So I have to assign some point values to those things, and they're going to count as grades. That is something I never, ever, ever, ever have done in a classroom. Ever. But in this situation, we have to be adaptive. It's my short sight. It's my lack of imagination. I didn't realize this earlier, so we're making some changes. And that's what that quiz is discussing. Okay? Now, the reason I teach, the only reason I am a teacher, the reason that I get dressed, I come to work every day, and I try, I never take a day off. If I'm here, I'm never going to give you a worksheet. I'm never going to waste your time. I am always going to be doing my best to help you, even if I'm sick, even if I'm hurt, even if I'm feeling bad. I work very hard to try to help you. And the reason I do that is because I feel that for myself, when I went through high school, I never had anybody reach me. It's not my teacher's fault. It's my fault. I was clever in avoiding work. I was clever in just paying attention enough to get a grade that was passing. I was a terrible student. So I never learned how to face problems. I avoided them. If something was challenging, I didn't like it, so I didn't do it. Right? I got A's in the classes I really, really liked, like weightlifting and guitar, and you see what I mean? But the classes that were challenging, I just barely did enough. And so when I graduated high school, I was nothing. I was ill-prepared. I didn't have anything in my back pocket. I didn't have anything in here. I didn't have anything up here. And then the lessons in life were a lot harder to learn than they would have been if I had learned them in high school. And so it's a service to you that I'm going to be very strict, and that I'm going to call you up short when you're not doing what you're supposed to do to learn. That's the purpose. So last thing, and then I'll be quiet. If you're having trouble and you're going to ask me for help, I'm going to ask to see your notes, because you have to take care of your responsibility. You're responsible to learn. That's always been the case. You are responsible to learn. So when I give you notes to read, you have to read them carefully. You have to take notes of your own that record your understanding and the things that you're confused by. You have to watch the videos, do the same. You have to try the practice problems, do the same. If you forego those things and then just ask me for help, I can't help you because there's no foundation there. That might seem different than how things would be running in class, but they are not. It's no different. It's no different if you didn't do those things I asked you to do to learn, and then you asked me to help. That's no different than if you were showing up in class, you were texting the whole time, or drawing, or not paying attention, or trying to talk to your friend, or trying to take a nap, and then after class you asked me for help. I wouldn't help you. I would tell you no. I would tell you that you're going to suffer the consequence of your bad decision. But because you're a kid, you get to try again tomorrow. Let's try this again tomorrow. During class, you do what you're supposed to do. And then if you don't learn, and then if you don't know, then I will do anything I can do to help you. But you got to take care of your job first, your responsibility first. That's no different than this expectation here. Teachers are giving you information to learn. You have to engage with those things patiently and calmly, and you have to be disciplined with it. And if you're not doing your end of the deal, none of the teachers can help you. So I cannot help you if you don't do your job. And so the way I'm going to help you is I'm going to put a lot of pressure on you to make sure that you're doing your job. You're holding up your end of the deal. If you hold up your end of the deal, then I will definitely be able to get you where you want to go. So if you're holding up your end of the deal, you're really trying. I don't care if you're good at math or bad at math. I don't care if you failed all the way through middle school. If you do your end of the deal, you will be successful here with me. But you have to do your end of the deal. Okay? So that quiz, you're going to take it. All of that outlines your end of the deal, right? My end of the deal is put all those things together for you and to help you through all of those things. So I hope this video didn't just sound like, oh, shame on you, you're not doing this and you're not doing that and you're not doing this. If you're not doing those things, it's my fault. I haven't set the expectation clearly. And you haven't gone through them because you know that you have to. Because once you go through them, you'll see why those expectations are the way they are. You go, oh, I see why I have to actually read and write notes. Oh, you know what? I see what Mr. Brown meant now when he said when I'm taking good notes, that's a study guide. I got an A on my quiz because I did exactly what I was supposed to do, just like he told me to do it. You see? You guys are asking me, a lot of you guys are asking me, how do I do the math? You're asking step by step. And that's not what we're here for. We're here to learn how to learn. That's really the purpose of education. Right? There's more to it than that. And I am giving you step by step on the things that you need to put yourself through so that you can learn. That's going to stay with you. That is going to take you, that's going to give you skills that will translate and transfer outside of the classroom. They'll transfer into other classes. They will transfer to your personal life. They'll transfer to your professional life. It's really important you learn how to do those things. That's the expectation. So, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so take that quiz, read through it. If you have questions, issues, gripes, complaints, anything whatsoever, talk to me. I'm here for you. I want you to be, that's the only reason I'm here, for you to be successful. So the purpose of this is to put you on the right path. Sometimes people don't need a whole lot of encouragement. Some people, like me when I was a kid, we need a lot of encouragement and motivation. And so that's what this is all about. Okay, so if you're already doing great, hey, I thank you. You just keep rocking on with your bad self. If you want to be doing great and you're struggling, then this whole message right here, it's for you. Because I want you to be doing great and fantastic and not be struggling. So we're outlining what you need to do to go from struggling to getting it. All right, have a good day.